Hey guys! I'm switching it up with my location here for going live because I was just on a team call with our CEO and founder, and so I wanted to not have to reset up and move and get all that done. So we're just gonna do it here. And then I have the camera all weird, so I'm trying to remember where to look instead of looking at myself to look me, all the things, all the issues with going live in a new spot, in a new setup. Hey Jen. So I wanted to share, I know my straight, this is my natural hair. This is how it naturally comes out. It used to be super, super wavy, and then I had 3 kids and everything changed. But I actually, that's kind of goes along with what I wanted to share. So I wanted to share a story that I haven't really shared a lot with very many people. Because it's kind of embarrassing. It makes me sound super vain. But it's something that I feel like a lot of people are going to relate to. Yeah, it is, 8 o'clock here, and it is still super bright. It probably won't get dark until 10:30 maybe. Yeah, it stays light really late here. I had my wedding in the summer. My anniversary was on Friday, so same type of lighting, and we were gonna do lights in the tent, but then we realized that it was still gonna be bright out until we were definitely done using the tent, and so we realized that was not gonna work. So that was kind of sad. Montana problems, right? So when I had my second one, and I've told this to you guys before, when I had my second, my boy, I fell into a hole of postpartum depression, and I did not recognize what it was. It wasn't until after I had my third that I actually recognized what it actually was that I was experiencing. But looking back, there were definitely signs that I was struggling, and one of those came about when I was super, super specific about my makeup and my skin, and I hated the way I looked, and I hated my face. And this was right around the time where, I'm not sure if any of you guys are familiar with Unique, but they have that liquid foundation, and when it came out, it was the coolest thing. Everybody had to have it, and it was the thing that was gonna fix everything. And so I remember crying to my husband. I was like, I cannot go out in public without this makeup, because if I don't have this makeup, I will be ugly, and I just can't do it, and there is no way that people will take me seriously. And I just remember being in tears. And at this point, we had just moved to Michigan. We had, which we've moved back to Montana since, but we had just moved out there, and we were not rolling the cash, we'll just put it that way. And I remember one week where I needed to buy more makeup, and we didn't have the money to cover it. And I remember sitting there in tears, and this is the part that sounds super ridiculous, but I remember sitting there in tears and just going, I cannot leave this house if I don't have the right foundation to cover up my skin. And I was in tears. My husband, oh my gosh, if he was here, he went out for his Taco Bell run, but if he was here, he would laugh again today, because he laughed so hard and just thought it was the most ridiculous thing. And I know he did not mean it in a bad way, but he just could not understand why I was in tears about makeup and about why I couldn't walk out the door. He's like, your skin is fine. Your skin looks just fine. And I'm like, no, it's awful, it's terrible, and I can't do anything, and I will never leave this house again, and you're gonna have to do the grocery shopping because I'm not leaving. I mean, if that's not a sign that something is wrong, then I don't know what is. But I was just so attached to this idea that I was not beautiful without this foundation. And so when I got it and I was able to put it on, I'm very grateful that I was able to get it, and that I had it, and that I had that crutch and that tool to help give me the confidence when I didn't have any. But I'm also very thankful that I started getting into skincare and realizing that it wasn't the foundation that made me feel beautiful. It wasn't the way that my skin looked that made me feel beautiful. It was having the confidence of knowing that I was taking care of myself that made me feel beautiful. Because in the end, my skin didn't look much different with foundation on, as with cheapo foundation, without foundation, with with bad skincare, or and it, like, they pretty much all look the same. It wasn't like a miracle that like erased everything. It was just giving me that confidence. But in the end, I had to wipe it off. And in the end, I wasn't confident in myself. I was confident in a different tool, and I was confident in something that I had to apply to make myself feel beautiful. And so when I got into natural skincare, by total accident, it was not something that I was going to be doing. It was with a company that I was with previously. They came out with some skincare stuff, and I was like, never done skincare before. I'm not the type who does skincare. Like, what in the heck? You're gonna make me wash my face? Which is so super funny, because now I'm like obsessed with a book called Girl Wash Your Face, right? But I was just not into that at all. And so when they came out with that, I was like, all right, fine, I will try it. I will try what you have going on here. I will buy a product and I will do it. And I started taking better care of my skin in a super simple way, and using products that weren't filled with the highest concentration of whatever acid I could find, which is what I used to do in high school, and it would just be so terrible for my skin. But I started using stuff that actually made my skin feel better and made my skin healthier. And so when I saw that come out of my own skin, and it wasn't something that I had to apply something or cover up me in order to feel beautiful, that gave me confidence that has carried me from that point on. And I've changed different things that I've used for my skin, and I've changed different ways that I've taken care of it. But just the act of taking care of my skin and showing myself that I have the value and the worth to take the time and the effort to do that, and then watching my own skin look super beautiful, has been the biggest game changer for me. So while I recognize that there's that period of my life where I needed a crutch and I needed something to help me out, to get over that hump, and I needed an excuse to feel confident, I am forever grateful for the fact that I was able to find peace within myself and find peace within the routine of taking care of my own skin that helps me feel more confident. And so now there have been times, like, if you knew me before, what I'm going to say is going to shock you a little bit, but there have been times where I have left the house without any makeup on. None. No makeup. I have talked to the neighbors with no makeup on. I have gone live and with no makeup on. You guys see me post all the time without makeup on. And I used to be the type of person who would not do that, who did not have the confidence in her own skin, who did not have the confidence in her own natural beauty to show up without makeup on. And I didn't think of it as sad at the time, and I didn't think of it as depressing, but it kind of is. It kind of is that is the point that I got to before I was able to feel confident and feel value without some superficial thing going on my skin. Now, like I said, I started out with skincare in a previous company, and while their stuff was good and their stuff was really my first introduction to skincare, it wasn't the perfect fit for me, obviously, and it was this. I have nothing bad to really say about it, but it was a complicated system, and it was a lot of DIY, and it was a lot of things didn't smell very good. And that's what I thought natural skincare was going to be forever. And so I've changed. It was a little bit more expensive than I was able to afford at the time. And I have changed and tried new things and incorporated new things into my routine. And lately, for the last almost a year now, I have been doing super simple route. I do the Wink bath wash. It's supposed to be for babies, but it works amazing for a makeup remover. So I've been using that, and just a skin serum, and it's been going really well. So I'm super, super excited because Wink is coming out with like an official skincare line tomorrow. Tomorrow is when it's launching, and these products are super simple, from what I hear, they smell amazing. They have grapefruit as one of the main ingredients, so everything smells really good. But they are products where they have combined, so like the Purify, which is the face wash part of it, it has the face wash components. It also has a little bit of exfoliation components in there, and then it has the toner as well, so I'm not like using 10 different products. So I'm super, super excited about that one. Everything is natural, everything is safe, everything is vegan and gluten-free, and all the good things. And so I get to launch that tomorrow, which I'm super, super, super excited about, because I know that if skincare made that big of a difference in my life and gave me that confidence that I needed to show up confidently, which is the true measure of beauty, right? Then I can only imagine what having this tool, this system, to share with other women, what that can do for other women as well, because every woman deserves to feel good in their skin, and every woman deserves to feel like they can show up without any makeup on, and nobody should be sitting in tears crying to their husband that they need a specific foundation or they'll never go grocery shopping again. Like, that should not happen. So I'm super, super, super excited to have that tool and to have that system to share with people, and to share with other women, so that we can all feel really good about the skin we're in. Because when you feel really good about the skin you're in, you're a lot more confident. I can tell you, it does not matter what makeup or foundation or what I'm doing on my skin now. I don't have to do a lot, for one, because I don't have a lot of imperfections I'm trying to cover up. And for two, I know that it doesn't matter what I got going on, because the foundation, what's underneath me, looks really good, feels really good, and it's really healthy. And so I want to be able to give that confidence to all you ladies as well. So I'm going to be launching that tomorrow. If you guys want to know some of the details on that one, I'm happy to share. It's going to be huge. There's going to be a huge discount for the first 3 days launch, 4 days launching it. So don't wait, because you'll never be able to get a deal this good again. And then the second part of that is, to go along with the skincare launch, I'm doing a free 7-day face washing challenge. There we go. Where we're gonna all get together in a Facebook group. I'm gonna go live every night to chat and talk to you guys, give you some tips, and then we're all just gonna commit to washing our face every night, because it's super, super important to at least just wash your face. You do not have to be using the Wink system. You do not have to be using anything specific. The whole idea is to introduce skincare, one, and two to start building the habit of taking care of your skin and showing yourself that, and sending that subconscious message that you are worth the time and you are worth the effort to wash your face at the end of the day. It sounds super simple, but it's one of the hardest habits that I've gotten into. It's just a hard one to start and commit to and to stay accountable for. So we're gonna get together in a group and we're gonna do it together. So we're gonna do a 7-day one, and then for anybody who wants to continue after that, we'll do more. But we're gonna start with 7 days. Commit to, 7 days, we can do anything for 7 days. And at the end of that, I'm going to be giving away prizes for people who stayed consistent and who did it, people who were chatting with us, and people who were just in it. So if you want to be a part of that one, let me know. I'm super excited about it. And being able to hang out with ladies every night. Who wouldn't want to do that, right? So if you want to be a part of that free 7-day challenge, let me know. And yeah. I think that was what I wanted to share today. If you guys have any questions, or you want to chat, or you feel like this is something that you may struggle with and you'd like to, hey Paula, I was actually talking about my time in Michigan, so you threw me off when you jumped on. But if you feel like you struggle with a lot of these things, or it's kind of embarrassing that you do struggle with them and you don't want to talk to anybody, feel free to reach out to me. I am always happy to chat. And postpartum depression is not fun. Having low confidence in your skin is not fun. It sounds like a super silly thing to struggle with and to be so wrapped up in. It sounds super, super vain, but people stare at your face all the time and people judge you on your face. And so sometimes, whether it's right or wrong, they do. And so sometimes it's really hard, especially for us as women, to struggle with not feeling like our skin is really backing us up. So I know there's a whole like psychological, emotional level to it as well. And sometimes we just feel super silly for feeling that way. But just know that you're not the only one. It is totally normal. And I promise you that getting yourself into good skincare habits, using safe products that aren't going to burn your skin off like the stuff I tried to use in high school, just don't do that. The higher the acid count is not better. Not always true. So just don't go there. But using safe, super good things on your skin can really help boost your confidence. And when you're confident, that beauty shines through, that confidence shines through, and you can start doing things like going live all the time. I never would have done that before. I never would have done that before I started taking care of my skin, and I felt really good about it. So yeah, if that is something that you struggle with, please let me know. I'd love to chat. And I didn't know that I was going through it. I talked to Mary about it when we were back there for a reunion. I didn't know until after I had Braylee that that's what that was. It wasn't until I looked back and I was like, oh my God, like no wonder I was struggling so hard. I was going through postpartum depression and pretty much ripped myself out of the support system that I knew. So we had a good conversation about that. But yeah, I didn't know for a long time. And so yeah, that's why I talk about it so much now, is because I don't want other moms to feel like there's such a big stigma and they can't admit to it, or they can't start looking into that possibility because they're afraid of what it means to them, or what it would mean about them being weak, or whatever I had been afraid of admitting. So that's why I talk about it so much. Oh, that is fancy, Samra. That is fancy. Mascara and lip gloss. I actually started wearing lip gloss the other day after I came back from Rise, because it was like bright red, and I was like, oh yeah, I can pull this off now. I'm riding that real high like confidence level right now. It's awesome. See, that's awesome. I like that. What else was I gonna? There was one other thing that I was gonna say. But yeah, if you guys want some more info on that skincare line coming out tomorrow, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to be posting a little bit about it. But if you'd like to know beforehand, let me know. And I can share that with you and share all the details and give you all the deets on it. So, yeah, I will be jumping on in a little bit. Oh, and the free 7-day face washing challenge. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say altogether. If you want to be a part of that one, let me know as well, and I'll get you added to the group. Any other questions before I jump off here? I'm actually surprised. I thought Ethan would walk in before I was done, but there must be a long line at Taco Bell tonight. Anything else before I jump off? I'm just going to go work a little bit more and to send some invoices for the inventory clear out that I did this afternoon. If you missed that one, go back to my last post. I'm making room for my skincare products coming out, so if you want to get some products on a discount, hey Teresa, hey Sam, yeah, so that was what I was going to talk about. If you guys didn't catch the beginning of it, go back and watch the replay. I shared one of my most embarrassing stories, my most vain stories at the beginning, and yeah, not something I'm super proud of, but I think it's something that a lot of women can relate to. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off real quick, and yeah, I'll chat with you guys in a little bit. Feel free to send me all the messages.